everyone, so today I'm going to be doing something a little different with this video. You're going to see it the way it is now, but I'm also going to upload a version of this that is totally unedited, just to prove something, I guess. I don't know. So back in the summer I was looking through the courses that are going to be offered in the fall, and I came across a course called Speech Communication to Inform, which I thought it was, you know, pretty interesting, and maybe the class would let me would help me to communicate better, because I often find it difficult to get my words across. I thought it was a good course to take, so I signed up, and it's a course about speech making and making speeches and public speaking, and I do not do well with the public speaking area. Just the thought of public speaking gives me a little bit of an anxiety issue. Yesterday I was in class, and there's no public speaking involved in class, but just the subject matter, and like I took a quiz, and I almost had a panic attack, but I didn't. But the fact that I was anxious enough to possibly have a panic attack really upset me. So even the professor knew I was having issues. He makes us sit with our lab groups, and our lab group sits at the back of the class. I'm not used to sitting at the back of the class because I usually sit at the front of the class because I don't want people distracting me. So there was many distractions. I'm trying to listen, so I bolted to the front of the class with my notebook, which like 2 minutes later he had us do working groups. Basically, I want to talk about the fact that I have speech anxiety, and I don't know why I have speech anxiety. Last week in class we did this standardized test thingy. So basically it's a standardized test to measure your level of speech anxiety, which there's like below 100 you're fine, between 100 and 120 you're like 120 to 170 you kind of have an issue. And I scored a 149, so I think knowing that score and the fact that my feelings are validated makes things a little worse. Who knows? So I know I don't like talking to people a lot. I hate talking on the phone with people I don't know, because like if my phone will go off and I don't know who it is, I won't answer it just because I don't want to. No, go away. Leave me a message, tell me who you are, why you're calling, and then maybe I'll call you back. I have taken a couple courses where I need to do a presentation, and I have been lucky to have a professor that knows that I have issues with presenting and nerves and anxiety, stuff like that, that she would draw questions, like she would ask questions about the subject matter that I would be able to answer, because I'm like, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be talking about, because I will freeze. When I first started the class, I expressed on Facebook that I was like apprehensive about it, and I've already told myself I'm not dropping the class. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. So I'm going to stick with this despite the anxiety about it all. So a couple of weeks ago I was like, yeah, I gotta do my first speech, which was a self-introduction speech. It was a minute long, but I was like, I don't want. And people are like, oh, you do YouTube, you'll be fine, you do awesome on those. So that's kind of where this video is coming from. The fact is that when I make a YouTube video, I have the ability to edit it afterwards and cut it to a way that you don't see all the blank parts where I berate myself because I'm like, what the hell am I talking about? I've come to this realization, and I know this is something, I don't know where to go with this, but I'm used to people not paying attention to me, not paying attention to the things that I have to say. In group settings, social settings, I'm used to being interrupted when I'm speaking, which if that happens enough times, you kind of think in your head, what I have to say doesn't really matter, and so you start to not say things at all. You know, sometimes I will be the aggressor in conversations because I really want my point to come across and I don't want to be interrupted, and I think I what I have to say matters. But I know that's something that's happened to me for many, many years. The fact that it's probably a deep-seated thing in my head. Like, I can talk about it now, but I just know that in my head, something in the back of my mind says what you say doesn't matter. Nobody cares. And I think that has a lot to do with my public speaking anxiety. I know the reasons for a lot of things. I just don't know what to do about it. So this is a little something, this side of me that you get to see. And probably why I don't make videos that often. Just the fact that I go through everything like this. I don't know. I usually get this part of the video where I'm winding down and I start rambling about stuff. So I had this thought to like maybe have a couple shots of alcohol before my speech tomorrow to kind of just wind me down and not care so much. Someone has suggested apathy, and I'm like, yeah, I try that a lot, but sometimes not caring is hard. I can only build up that wall so much. That's all I gotta say on that. I'm done. Don't know if you know this, but I actually just passed September 22nd, which was my 2-year vlogiversary thing. My first video went up on this channel September 22nd, 2011, so kind of been doing this for 2 years. And I've got subscribers. So there's at least 40-ish of you, so hi. Hopefully I can get better at this and figure things out, right? That's what the internet's for, right? Encouragement and stuff. Alright, bye.